In this video, I'm going to do the technical analysis of Dow Jones Industrial Average Index for the week commencing from December 13, 2021. This technical analysis will be in two parts. First, I will do it on the weekly chart, then I will do it on the daily chart. So before I do the technical analysis, let us review the previous technical analysis to see how accurate that was. Okay, so this is the technical analysis of the last week. Last week I told you that on Monday there will be a rebound in the market for sure. So I told you that for sure on Monday there will be a rebound in the market. Now if we see this, okay, on the chart, so on December 6th, that was Monday, you can see a very heavy rebound in the market. So this is what I told you last week, that on Monday there will be a rebound in the market. Then I told you that market will move up, okay, and then there is a resistance zone from 35,116 to 35,286, means 35,115 to 35,285. So market will face some hurdle here, okay, and it will be a little bit difficult for the market to cross and close above this particular zone. And if market struggles to close this zone, then market will come down, 100% market will come down. And if for some reason, okay, like Omicron, some good news, okay, on vaccine or something, in that case market will breach this resistance zone and then market will shoot, and then the market will move towards 35,700. Now if you see here, this is where the market crossed the zone, but it closed within the zone, not below the zone. If it would have closed below the zone, in that case for sure it was coming down, okay. But now because it closed within the zone and then the next day it shoot up, okay, and on this day, okay, this is 35,700. So I told you that 35,700, so market will move towards 35,700, and then 35,700 is a very strong resistance, so market will take some rest. So if you see here, okay, market indeed for 4 days market was respecting 35,700, and then finally on Friday it moved up, okay. So this was as predicted last week. So this was the review of the previous technical analysis. Now let's do the technical analysis for the coming week, that is from December 13, 2021. Okay guys, so we are here on the weekly chart. This is the weekly chart, which means that one candle represents 1 week, okay. So now this weekly chart, if you look into this weekly chart, this is the candle that was formed for the week of December 6th, okay. Now as such, see the interpretation of this candle, because it's a very heavy bull candle, which means on Monday market will try to shoot up, okay. I'm not saying that on Monday a bull candle will be formed. No, what I'm saying is that on Monday market will try to shoot up because of this particular candle, okay, this very heavy bull candle. And on Monday I'm expecting a mild profit booking, which means when the market shoot up on Monday, okay, then after 1 hour or after 2 or 3 hours, people will try to book their profits, and in that case market will come down. This is actually what happens in the profit booking in the bull market. Okay, in the bear market it works like this, okay, from here to here. Now so this is the interpretation of this particular candle, okay, but it will be more clear on the daily chart. But yes, this is what is expected. Now the support and resistances that I will discuss on the daily chart, okay. Now on this chart, there is this one most important thing. The high of this candle is 36,565 or 36,566. 36,566, okay. And see, market is trying to move up. So market is not going to shoot up heavily, or is not going to be a very bullish market until and unless market breaks this resistance. Me see, the theory is that whenever market is in a trend, in order to continue the trend, market must break the previous high or the previous low. Okay, means if market is in a bull trend, then it must break the previous high. For example, if you see here, okay, this was the high, then market came down, then market moved up, and on this candle, okay, this candle, it actually managed to cross and close above the high of this candle, and see market moved up. Now if the market has to move up, in that case market will have to cross this particular number, okay, this particular resistance 36,566, then only market will move towards 36,000, sorry, 37,000. Okay, but until then market is not going anywhere. Now let's do the technical analysis here. So the technical analysis, okay, the technical analysis, see, this is the upper band of the Bollinger Band, okay, here is the median of the Bollinger Band. Market is between the upper band and the median, which means the market is bullish. Okay, then and yes, and if you notice in last week in my technical analysis I told you that yes, that the market has closed below all of these three moving averages, it is bearish, but there is a clear fan out in the moving averages. Okay, and that is the reason why market is still bullish, but last week it was weak bullish. So I told you that because of this fan out, this kind of pattern of the moving averages, market was bullish. Okay, yeah, so now comes the moving averages. So if you see the moving averages, market has closed above the moving averages and there is a clear fan out, so market is bullish. Now if I talk about the this Ichimoku, okay, so through Ichimoku, because market is moving above the Ichimoku cloud, which means the market is bullish. So all of these indicators are saying market is bullish. Now let's talk about some other technical indicators. So we have okay, so we have stock. First, we have MACD. MACD is bearish. MACD is still bearish. We have stock RSI. Stock RSI is still bearish on the weekly chart. Remember, we are talking about the weekly chart. Okay, and these are the weekly candles. On the weekly chart, MACD and stock RSI are bearish. Divergence is not enough, but still it is increasing. Maybe next week or next to next week, okay, when market will move up, in that case only the divergence will increase to the critical levels. And momentum, no, momentum is not supporting neither the bulls nor the bears. So in short, what we can say here is that on the weekly chart, okay, through moving averages, Bollinger Band, through the Ichimoku, market is bullish. But through MACD and stock RSI, market is bearish, which means the trend is not clear on the weekly chart. So we will have to see like what is happening on the daily chart, what the technical indicators are saying on the daily chart, and then only we'll be able to say okay, that this is what is expected to happen in the coming week. Okay, so guys, let's move on to the daily chart. Okay guys, so we are here on the daily chart. Okay guys, so we are here on the daily chart. Okay, so a good move in the market. Now let's do the technical analysis first, then I will tell you okay the expected movement of the market on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the rest of the days. See, okay, so the first thing is okay, let me write down the support and resistances. And yes, I also want to share this thing that my support and resistances are extremely sensitive. Okay, I have analyzed the last 100 years of data and then I calculated the support and resistance. So whenever you see that whenever market is hitting my support and resistances, something happens in the market. Okay, and this is the reason why okay people they find my support and resistances extremely useful. Okay, now. Okay, so we have this critical resistance at 37,150, 37,150. Okay, then another very strong resistance at 36,650, 36,650. Then we have immediate resistance at 36,110. Okay, so this 36,110, this is what I'm telling you for last, many weeks, since November, October, now October, yes, it's October. So for last 2 3 weeks, okay, I'm talking about this 36,110. So I will tell you about the importance of 36,110 here. Then we have immediate support at 35,000 uh, 700. Yes, 35,700. We have 35,700. Then another support, good support, 35,115. 35,115. Then finally this support. Okay, this is 34,535. 34,535. Okay, so these are the support and resistances. Now the technical analysis. See, this is the upper band of the Bollinger Band. Here is the median. Market is between upper band of the Bollinger Band and the median. Okay, which means the market is bullish. Now the moving average. So market is above, means market is trading above all of these moving averages, okay, in the bull side, which means market is bullish. And also if you see that these two moving averages, sorry, these three moving averages, they are trying to cross over. So on Monday, when this market, when it moves up, okay, you will see a crossover, a confirmed crossover. Okay, and if in case if in case on Monday, see, first, if the market moves up and as expected, if it comes down, okay, because of the profit booking, then the crossover will not happen. Rather, the moving averages, okay, they will slip, they will form a slip, okay, and that will be extremely dangerous for the market. Means, sorry, not for the market, but that will be extremely dangerous for the bulls, and that will favor the bears. Okay, now bullish. Okay, now the Ichimoku market is moving above Ichimoku, which means market is bullish. Some other technical indicators. Okay, some other technical indicators. If you see MACD is clearly bullish. If you see stock RSI is heavily bullish. Stock RSI is heavily bullish. Now because the K channel is 100 and D channel is 95, so on Monday if market moves up, then the K and the D channel will be 100. Means this both of K channel and D channel, they will be 100 each. Okay, and that is why it is expected that on Monday we can expect a mild profit booking. Then comes the divergence indicator. Okay, so divergence is normal, not a problem. RSI momentum earlier momentum was supporting the bears. Okay, but now momentum is declining, which means that it is good for bulls. So through all of the technical indicators on the daily chart, it is confirmed that market is bullish. Now, this thing was not clear on the weekly chart, but on daily chart, this is clear that market is bullish. Okay. Now, this is what I wanted to tell you. Okay. First, I will tell you about 36,000, the theory of this, the 36,110. See, 36,110, okay. This was November. Okay, November, yes. On November 3rd and 4th. So when market hit this 36,110, there was a halt. Market came down briefly and then moved up. Okay. So these two consecutive candles, market was able to close above 36,110 on November 3rd and 4th. Okay, and this was the help from Fed, because there was this Fed update, okay, that market is normal, and the update from the Fed, okay, it helped the market to move up. Otherwise, market was definitely coming down after hitting this resistance. Now, after crossing 36,110, market moved up and then came down. But then, and when this market came down again for 4 5 or 6 days, it was hovering around 36,110. Because of these two candles and because of these 5 or 6 candles, market formed a confluence zone. So market formed a confluence zone. Okay, and then finally here on one day there was this very heavy fall and market closed below 36,110 after struggling to survive. Okay, and then we can see the trend of the market. So this 36,110, okay, it holds very utmost importance here. So it is going to drive the market, this 36,110. See, if the market crosses and closes above 36,110 on 2 consecutive days, market will shoot up. Okay, if market fails to close above 36,110 on 2 consecutive days, then there are very heavy chances that market will come down. Okay, so this 36,110 is going to drive the market, means it will give the direction to the market. As of now, what I am expecting is, because market has moved quite a bit, okay, very heavily, there are people who are trapped here. There are people who are trapped here, means billions of dollars are trapped here. Okay, so now on Monday, market will try to move up, mild profit booking, and then it will come down. Okay, and when it comes down, it will first hit 35,700 as usual, because it's a support, and thereafter it will come and hit 35,115. Then after hitting 35,115, okay, again it will find some support because of these the previous ones, okay, here. And then after hitting 35,115, it will also hit the boundary of the Ichimoku, and then there are very heavy chances that it will take a U-turn. Okay, means this is what is expected. But if for some reason if market is able to close above 36,110 on 2 consecutive days, then in that case this thing will not happen. In that case the market will move up. Okay, now there is one more thing. Okay, this was 36,110. Now there is one more thing that you need to consider. The high of this candle, the high of this candle is 36,566. 36,566. Okay, this is the high of this candle. So like I told you, the theory is, okay, this is the golden rule of the market, that whenever market is in a trend, then it must cross and close above its previous high in order to continue the trend. So market can can still be bullish, provided market crosses and closes above 36,566. So market means this Dow Jones, okay, here. So the market must cross and close above 36,566, and when it crosses and closes above 36,566, then immediately it will find another resistance at 36,650. So this 36,650 and this 36,566, okay, these two will form a resistance zone, a very heavy resistance zone that will and again, once again, market will struggle to cross this zone. Okay, and if you see market is struggling in this zone, then don't worry. Okay, means if you are bullish, in that case use a tight stop loss, and if you are bearish, then go and buy put options of the longer expiry, 6 months minimum. Okay, minimum 6 months, and but 1 year will be good. In that case you can see, because if you see market is struggling here for 2 days, for 2 consecutive days, then for sure market will come down. Okay, but somehow, okay, because of some news or something, okay, if market is able to cross all, miss both of these 36,566 and 36,650, then in that case it will move towards 37,150. Okay, and then finally after hitting 36,150, it will come down 100%. After hitting 37,150, it will come down. Okay, so this okay, and I have covered the technical analysis 36,100. Okay, and here, yeah. So on Monday, okay, expect a mild profit booking, mild profit booking. Okay, profit booking. Okay, mile profit booking. So on Monday, expect a mild profit booking. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I have provided the link to my Discord sheet, that Google sheet, in the description of the video, so you can take a look. Okay. And if you have any questions about the Discord group, okay, so just drop me an email. And also I have provided the links to my options strategies programs. So if you want to learn the options strategies, so you can join my programs. Okay, the links to this program is also in the description of the video. So guys, this was my technical analysis for Dow Jones Industrial Average Index for the week commencing from December 13th 2021.